Oh, shit. So, I'm just gonna drink some beer and watch this amazing video. This is on my big screen. Fuck.
Bless me, O internet, for I have sinned.
Oh, man. This is gonna
Hey
come
everyone,
down right
the White
after.
Bowser here, and I just want to say to all you, Merry Christmas, and boy and howdy do.
Shit.
Bless me, O internet, for I.
Okay, now
Have
that I know
sinned.
how to pause, things are gonna be a lot better. Oh my god.
Hey everyone,
Uh,
the White Bowser here, and I just want to say to all you, Merry Christmas, and boy and howdy do I got news to tell you right now.
Oh no. Oh,
My friends, what we are here to do today is to go over the story of one Earl Doobie the White Bowser. Now listen, if you don't know anything about this guy, I bet you that intro would have you thinking he's some wacky individual on the internet who's probably just got a bunch of really crazy stories out there. And while yes, that is true, Earl can be quite a character, this is also a story of one of the most degenerate, careless predators I've ever seen online. From groping his underage co-worker while he was 28 years old at the movie theater he worked at, to then going back to that exact same movie theater to deliver a bomb threat that he thought was going to happen over a YouTube comment he misinterpreted. Later on, it was found out that Earl ran a grooming Discord server that was one of the most disgusting things I've ever heard about, and this is all on top of him doing so many heinous things over the years, where it's gonna take a long time to sum all this up. So I think the best place to start is where Earl got all the recognition that he so desperately wanted throughout his life. You see, Earl makes anime music videos, or also pony music videos, and he does this really well, his words not mine. And shortly before myself and my community found out about this guy, he was on his YouTube channel just bragging about getting placed in an AMV competition at a recent convention he had went to, and so he made the video you're about to see now to boast about this accomplishment.
Your boy, placed in an actual AMV competition.
Oh no.
As much, I entered my anime music video in the exhibition placement of the AMV competition. So I didn't exactly officially enter the competition, but my AMV did place in the exhibition. And if you want to see my AMV, that placed in the exhibition of the AMV, competition, the anime convention, you can go right here. Here is the video that placed in that exposition. Now I want to take this moment to acknowledge the elephant in the room. To all those lovely PMV, Pony Music Video community members and video editors out there. You know who you are. The same type of people who I bullied, who I was an asshole to, who I might have been a little bit of a... But you see, here's the point here. Here's the point. Every time one of you said that I wasn't a good video editor, every time one of you said that I'll never be good enough, I never listened to any of you, did I? No, I did not. And now, this Christmas, I climbed higher than I ever have before, and one of my music videos placed in an actual exposition at a major anime convention, SAC Anime Winter 2023. But anyways, this just goes to show you that when you enter or the next time I do enter a music video competition, I won't be going for exposition. I will be going for the actual major competition. Because you see, here's what I know now. Here's what I know. I've always been a professional video editor.
I've always been
the
best
video editor. And every single time one of you knocked me down, every single time one of you said I wasn't good
enough.
Well, maybe I just didn't really want this
That's a
Christmas.
miss.
Did I not?
No, you did not, Bowser.
Trust me, the teasing I do to the My Little Pony music video community will never stop. I swear they all hate me so much, and I love all of them so much. I really do. It's like I love them, they hate me. Anyways, you recognize this right here, Pony Music Video community, for the one outlier, the one outcast in your community, the chaotic evil himself. He just placed his music video, his video edit. He just placed. What you gonna do now the next time you say, oh, the White Bowser's not good enough? He's not a good video editor. What you gonna say, man?
I'll agree.
I wanna know from every single one of you.
No, one of you.
I really do. Oh, I really do. You know when I said this isn't my final form, I really wasn't lying. Because you want to know why? I am the greatest video editor that has ever lived. And boy and howdy, I'm just getting started. So welcome. I am the White Bowser.
Here's the White Bowser.
Baby.
Or Doobie.
Pony music video. Take this as a warning. The next time you see me, I won't be in the exposition. I'm gonna be in first goddamn place.
No, I highly doubt that.
Let's be honest. We all knew this day was coming. I am launching the Patreon. And as you can see, I put on this costume because I want your money. And that's about as much poetry as I'm gonna give ya.
Around the time that Bowser uploaded that incredibly braggadocious video with the Pony music video community and all that, he also uploaded this video promoting his new Patreon. This all took place around the end of November, maybe December 2022, and Bowser here was more than adamant that placing in that competition was going to be the beginning to a bustling PMV career, and I believe this is why...
Brother, I'm just going to let you know right now. Man, you're putting a lot of effort into this. Love it. This piece of shit probably don't, this piece of shit probably shouldn't have your effort. Legitimately shouldn't, but fuck, man. I can't wait to see when you guys fucking tear this pedo down.
Why he was pushing his Patreon so greatly at the time. But little did he know that shortly after this, the Patreon, the PMV stuff, all of it would just be a distant memory, because now he was going to have to deal with a whole bunch of more bullshit that he himself started.
Tier 1, you will be a Goomba. You will get private access to my private Discord server. In this private Discord server,
And its private Discord server, multiple times per week, he's going to assault and try to groom a minor. He's going to be a groomer. Who would have guessed? The White Bowser's a predator.
Myself making YouTube content in the voice channel. That's right, you can see behind the scenes footage of me, video editing when I want to.
Video editing.
My video editing. Trust me, I am indeed an incredibly boring commentator when I'm video editing.
You are incredibly stupid too. But let me just move my hand around a little bit and try and hide that I'm a predator.
Get to be a moderator on my YouTube channel.
Oh, Daddy, do I get to be Daddy,
Per month as the Goomba.
Daddy and
Also,
Daddy Enigma? Daddy Enigma? No. Which daddy do I fucking get to be? Which daddy? Which fucking...
get a thank you message at the end of each major video I make. Whether it be a video essay, or a music video, or a TV spot. You get a private thank you message at the end of that video that you are my Patreon and you indeed gave me your money. So, $2 more for that tier. The second tier, tier 2, you get to be a Koopa Trooper. All the other benefits.
You know what?
of
Nah,
this
I'm
tier
not
are
gonna.
included, but this time, I am more so in your debt. You wanna know why? Because at that tier, I will be mailing you a t-shirt. That's right. I'll mail you a t-shirt. Now, of course, this is $4 per month. But when you sign up for the $4,
I want to hit him
on Patreon,
in his
then
stupid face.
it will ask you for your shipping address. Now,
Well, I'll do for your shipping
it's
address.
asking you for your shipping address, so I can, in fact, mail a T-shirt to your house.
I hope I got enough beer to survive the next 2.5 hours.
Business email too, so you can include details. You can give me details of what you want your customized T-shirt to say and look like.
What about the White Bowser's a predator?
You lickety-split. And you'll also get my personal email, of course. Tier 2 coupon.
Is he even autistic?
Early access. That is right. Starting this year on my Patreon, I will be releasing all my anime music videos 1 week early on my Patreon.
Oh my god, I
So,
don't care.
you want to see my music videos 1 week early on my Patreon? You gotta donate $4 per month. You gotta give me your money.
It's not donating, it's paying you it, you stupid fuck.
At tier
You are a stupid fucker. I think you are...
all the previous perks, Discord,
I want to fucking hit him. I want to fucking hit him. I want to fucking hit him.
Mailed to your house, and you will also get my business email as well. That's right, you'll get my business email to give me all the details of what you want your custom T-shirt to look like when I mail it to your house. That is so, and
Yes! Give this fucking freak your home address. That's gonna be so fucking great. Give this stupid fucking freak your home address. I love it.
Did I really cut myself? Oh my gosh, I cut myself. Wow, I cut myself while making this video. That's a bad omen. Maybe I shouldn't create Patreon.
No, you should just fucking walk over into a corner, slam your head into it till it's bleeding.
Look at that cut at my finger. I just made a blood oath. By making this Patreon. Hot damn. At tier 3, I will also make you a TV spot for your favorite movie. That's right. You remember how I used to make TV spots back in 2021 for famous movies? Well, if you have a favorite movie, and keep in mind this movie has to be at least 90 minutes long. And why I say that is because the movie has to have enough B-roll or video footage in it for me to make a TV spot out of it. Okay. So if you have a favorite movie that you love to death, tell me what it is. Email it to me. I will make that TV spot for you as a
Oh my.
donation. If you don't,
I'm gonna slam my head into the ground.
you have to give me your money. Let me see if we can add some blood.
I want
There.
to
I signed
end
the
you.
blood oath. I signed the blood oath with my Patreon. So there you go. So yeah, now you can commission me to do work for you, and I will be in your debt. Now, granted, if you do
Now,
donate
granted,
$8 per
if you
month
do
to me,
donate $8 per month to me,
then
then yes,
I will in fact make
then yes, I will make you a daddy in our Discord server where you can groom your children to do your bidding. What the fuck is wrong with God? I want to hurt him. I'm sorry, Game Grumps, reliving the Nitro full episode with The Undertaker. Fucking Nova. I actually apologize to you, Nova, too. Because you should not be associated with this freak.
mail multiple customized T-shirts to your house, not just one. I might mail two. I might
do.
customized T-shirts to your house. Bear in mind, you do have to message me via email what exactly you want your customized T-shirt to be, so I can in fact mail it to you. And yes, the tier 3 $8 per month will be asking for your shipping and mailing address, so I can in fact mail that T-shirt to your house. And yes, you'll get me a Discord, you'll get access to my Discord and everything else. All the details are on my new Patreon page.
You'll be able to be Daddy Butcher.
In the description below. Yes, the White Bowser. I am in fact
A pedophile.
launching a business. Give me your money. I want your money.
He's a business predator.
A different way.
Shortly after this video took place, White Bowser would make one of the biggest mistakes of his life. You see, White Bowser liked to frequent the Discord servers of YouTubers who he had watched at the time, including myself, Count Dankula, Technicals. These are all things that Bowser himself has made known over the years. And while he was in my server, he decided to tell an army veteran who was simply talking to people about how he was in a bad place and he wasn't
Oh,
feeling
man.
good
This
headspace
is a
after coming
fucking
home
deep
from
dive.
fighting.
Oh,
And Bowser
shit.
decided to tell him that if it was so bad, then maybe he should just end it all. And that is something that Bowser will go on to claim time and time again that he never said, he never did. However, later in the video, we'll find the apology from that very night that he gave to that army veteran. A very half-assed one at that. After that happened, Bowser gained the attention of most members of my server. He went from some guy in the background that no one paid attention to somebody people were now actively trying to mess with and get information out of. Over the next few days, people would have Bowser in voice calls because he would tend to frequent those on Discord pretty often, and they would grill him with questions to see how he answered them. One of them being what type of NSFW material he liked watching. And without even needing to think about it, White Bowser started to talk about how he would watch these anime cartoons where there would be underage girls being hypersexualized. And this is his words, not mine. You'll hear this a lot again throughout the course of the video. Bowser seemed to find no problem in this and would attempt to gleefully explain to people how it's just cartoons. Yes, the girls may be depicted in that manner, but it doesn't matter because it's just cartoons. It's not a real person. Completely trying to put aside the thought that just making that material in general is incredibly disgusting. Now, if you're one of these people who will sit there and say that it is just cartoons, the guy's not hurting anybody. Well, then shortly afterwards, people found out that he did hurt somebody. Because Bowser just a few...
I'm a huge anime fan. Love anime. You can see it in almost everything I do. No. Earl, no. Earl. No. What the fuck are you thinking? No.
Years before this, had worked at a movie theater, and in June of 2021, he had groped an underage coworker and was then fired for it. At the time, and still to this day, Bowser will vehemently claim she was 18 and he wasn't fired, and nobody has any hard feelings against him, but as I've said numerous times, as the story goes on, you will see that begin to change and change and change. After this, Bowser was then kicked from the server, and members of the old Discord decided to try to follow Bowser around to any other server he was in to see what type of time this guy was on. And, well, it didn't take them too long to find Bowser's own personal Discord. And in there, they were calling him again a predator and this, that, and the third. And Bowser didn't like it very much. Now, at the time, I wasn't very attentive of this situation. People had brought this guy, and all his shenanigans to my attention. And then once we got him out of the server, I didn't think it was any problem. The dude's gone, and that's that. But then, an old Cyrax troll named MF Goon got in touch with White Bowser and told him that he had heard through the grapevine
Goon
that
is
myself,
fucking crazy.
Music Biz Marty, and Cyrax
Hopefully he's doing good,
three-way
but
content
fuck,
ring farm
that's
where
a
we would
crazy
all profit
motherfucker.
off of Cyrax's rages. And this, despite being an absolutely asinine claim, is something that Bowser ran with. And he decided that he needed to sit down in front of his computer and expose me for the terrible person I am, because my whole community started exposing him for the terrible person he was. But I am getting a little bit ahead of myself, because before he dropped that video, he dropped the one you're about to see now, where he calls it the argument between anime and pedophilia. And something I feel the need to bring up, since it's involving me at the beginning, is that he claims that I have made videos talking about this topic beforehand. Not then nor now have I ever made a video discussing the difference between anime and pedophilia, so I'm not sure what Bowser meant by that. However, he does blame me for everything people in my community do, so I think because people were calling him out at the time, saying that these cartoons were like pure predator shit, Bowser did not understand that, and he made this video to let people know the real truth, or at least what he thought was the truth.
Let's start a new series on my YouTube channel, The White Bowser. So honestly, I've wanted to have a bit of a discussion on this topic for a very long time. I see some of my favorite YouTube creators covering the news about it, including Technicals and SmokeyMcC's. A few days ago, on my private Discord server, there was a raid. The nature of this raid and why and how it happened are unknown. Now, naturally, the group of actors seemed to want to be my friends at first, so I allowed them free roam on my Discord server.
What?
And then everyone got together in voice chat.
What? It's.
And then I honestly have no fucking idea what happened next.
What happened is
Really
they caught you on your
honestly.
bullshit,
Basically, I was accused of being a
and
pedophile.
you were not just accused of it, but you were proven to
The
be a
basis of this claim
pedophile.
is that I admitted that I found scenes from the Japanese cartoons called Tawawa on Monday and Freezing to be sexually attractive. For context, the female cartoon characters in this anime
As an
are
anime
portrayed
fan, I've
and
never
drawn
heard of
to
either
be
fucking
hypersexualized
one.
on purpose by the manga artists. But on that basis alone, that labels me as a because those females in the cartoon are below the age of 18. Now, me being bipolar, autistic, and retired, I felt the need to defend myself against these accusations. I should know better than to don't feed the trolls. So, the whole harassment attack lasted for about 3 hours. And at the end, I banned every one of them. Afterwards, I was so depressed by the accusations,
He became Daddy
I
Butcher.
decided to message my licensed professional psychiatrist about the incident. Because, here's the thing, if it is true that I medically have a problem, I will fix it. And what better person to ask than someone who is a licensed doctor? So here you can see the entire message I wrote out to my psychiatrist, Dr. David Duffy.
Psychiatrist.
Let's see what his response is.
Sorry to hear that happened for me.
Hey, Earl Libby from the future here. If you have an IQ greater than or equal to Chris Chan, unlike this marijuana addict who has a job in the information technology field, and read the message my psychiatrist said to me, my psychiatrist, the professionally licensed doctor, also told me to contact my social worker / therapist about these false accusations. So I did.
Fuck are you talking about, you big dumb
Dr.
bitch?
Jeffrey DeVore, a licensed professional in behavioral medicine. Let's see what his response is. I want all of you sociopaths to be very clear about what you are. You people are sadists. You center your entire livelihood around finding a random individual and getting them to admit or say one thing. You record it and then you use it to ruin their lives. This is how you losers get your kinks. Please be aware.
I have been on a handful of different panels and places. I talk probably horrible, random bullshit. Not just probably. I actually do. And yet, here I am. Here I am. Not having people do that to me. Kind of weird. Kind of weird, Bowser. Kind of weird. That they focused on you, somebody... sorry. They focused on you, Daddy Butcher, for being a degenerate. Somebody they don't want in their their community. Let's keep going.
SmokeyMcCrack. These sadists are lurking in your fan base, in your community, and
Hi,
they
I'm here.
attacked me.
Smokey
Let
knows
me educate all
I didn't
of
attack
you
him.
on
He's
some
not worth my time.
real medical psychology. As my therapist, Jeffrey DeVore, said, there are two things in the human mind, ego-sanic and ego-alien.
You can have
are
two things in his
ego-sanic, like
mind.
Chris
That's
Chan,
pretty
you
fucking
feel
funny.
No remorse,
right.
no shame, no guilt, no distress. When an accusation is made towards you about you raping your mother, and rightfully so, you go to prison for it. When you are ego alien like me, Earl Doobie, you feel afraid, panic, defensive, angry. When an accusation is made towards you about being a the DSM-5 definition of a is, the medical definition is an adult who does not sleep. They actively, they purpose.
So, what? Let's just keep going.
Hunt, stalk, prey, and traumatize real children. A real pet is ego-sanic. They feel no remorse for their actions because it is who they are. I, Earl Doobie, am ego-alien. I was so
You're fucking alien, yeah.
and repulsed by what you sadists said about me and accused me of that I had a full-blown anxiety attack, and now I am taking a new medication
you'd have a physical
to stop
attack.
it from ever happening again. I am not a pedophile, and I was told by two doctors who have 20 plus years of medical
Hold on.
experience.
Smokey will blank that out because this is his job. This is my blood. Dwight Bowser is a pedophile. He is a predator. I'll say it.
Experience, unlike you single-cell brain individual trolls, that I am not a pet. And I want to make it utterly clear, definitively, if...
No, the White Bowser blanked it. He didn't blank it out himself. But that's because he's retarded. I'm not going to make this fucking anything PG. Fuck him. The White Bowser is retarded and he is a pedophile. Fuck him. Yo, Fur, what's up, homie? You're one of the very few people that actually get to see how I react to this shit. How you doing, homie? Thank you for stopping by.
Any human being ever accuses me of being ever again, then yes, I can legally sue them for character defamation, slander,
The White Bowser is a pedophile. Sue me.
and emotional distress. That means you too, Chris Hansen. Stop attacking people for jacking off to Dark Magician Girl. I want to thank SmokeyMcCrackens fan base for invading my private Discord.
Oh, that sucks,
and
homie.
acting as a
Oh,
public
that's
manipulator.
crazy. Hopefully that
And
doesn't.
you
That's not true.
question why I
Hopefully
left
that's not
your
true.
Toxic, degenerate fan base. Bad actors whose only job in life is to coach
Ugh.
a person into saying or admitting
horrible.
one thing and then put it on Twitter and ruin their lives.
You know what's nice about me being able to say all this? I have a legal team. They're not going to defend this. They might fire me from my job, but I actually do. The White Bowser's pedophile predator who fucking is a horrible person. I'll say it. And I really hope that your landlord gets some hands on them.
I also want
I'll
to
say
thank
it.
my real friends like Alan for being understanding
I'll
towards
say
this
it.
whole situation.
I
and
want this
accusations being thrown
motherfucker to get
around
it
by
his hands in them.
trolls. And I want to congratulate these trolls on their
fuck.
Twitter logic too. Also, seeing Carol once
Hold on,
again
I got,
tell me to leave.
As much as it doesn't pain me to shut the White Bowser up for a little while. Unfortunately, it was Sicko stole my PS Vita in 64 3DS. Oh my god. I was only scratching the surface. You know what, homie? You don't need to open that up. You let a little bit of it out. That was a bit of a vent. If it helps, fuck that person. Fuck him. You're gonna be better off. All right, fuck it. No, because that's almost trying to one up. It doesn't make any sense to me. Dude, homie, he's out of your life. They're gone. They're out of your life. They're gone. You're better for it, man. You're better for it. Fuck that motherfucker. I ain't gonna hold back in this, by the way. This is gonna be a fucking wild ride. Fuck. It's gonna be so fun to just sit here and watch one of our good homies fucking just show the shit. Oh, this is gonna be great.
And she is right. I should leave them. I am not a bad actor. These internet trolls are the real bad actors.
No, I'm actually a pretty good actor.
I want to be clear
The White
that
Bowser
going forward, Because
is an
of
okay
internet
person.
trolls, I will now be playing Genshin Impact in solo mode. I explained this to two supposed internet friends.
By the way, he's playing Genshin Impact in solo mode. The same way he lives his sex life in solo mode. Let's keep going.
Who told me they are under the age of 18. Because of idiots on the internet, Genshin Impact Gaming will be in solo mode from now on. Let's also point out one of my friends, Eric on Twitter from my university, who actively streams on Twitch drawing his creative manga.
Oh, fuck.
For reference,
Alright, let's pause this. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Now, you know what? I'm going to read your last comment out here. Not for... Though, for real, last time I'll bring that up. You can do whatever you need to do, homie, in this place. Talk, do whatever you need to. You're a homie. I respect it. This Earl, I don't know. He's quite a nasty... He's a nasty... Fuck, I butchered this. All right. This Earl guy... I don't know. He's quite a nasty of a weirdo. He is the nastiest weirdo. Now, you might have heard of him. Maybe. We kind of run in similar, same crews. So the White Bowser wound up making... No, he took over a website that basically promoted grooming. And, like, let's just be honest. Grooming ain't cool. Yeah. He showed cartoon, but it's pornography that we know of. This is all that we know of. To minors, to children. So it's one of those like, this is what we know of. Yeah, well, yeah. This is what we know of. The John Cena thing, this is what we know of. He was doing this until he got called out from it. How much fucking time has he spent doing this? This is fucking disgusting. It's like, you can't call it weird because I'm fucking weird. Fuck, I don't care about being normal. This is fucking disgusting. He is grooming kids. That's all. That's all there is to it. And right now, yeah. Dude. It could have been horrible. The shit that he sent in that server. Like, I am scared of the kid, for the kids, not of, but for the kids that actually interacted with this monster. And the White Bowser is a predator. And the predator is a monster. The White Bowser, Earl Doobie, he's a fucking monster. He is a legitimate monster. He is disgusting. He is terrifying. Like, if they were a kid, for me, I'd beat the shit out of this motherfucker. But if I was a parent, I'd beat the shit out of this motherfucker. Even worse. Other people, oh my God, no, ew, no, don't show me that. There, other big name YouTubers and stuff like that, they'll have to act within it. I don't. I'm going to straight up call this spade the spade. He's a pedo. He is a predator. He is a piece of fucking garbage, and he needs to get beaten. Yeah. Oh, 100% for 100%. I only did that. I only did that. No. Fuck you. Let's keep going. Homie. We could talk about this piece of shit for a long ass time, but let's fucking keep watching this shit, because the homie Smokey is speaking gospel truth. And he's not speaking gospel truth. He's showing fucking it. Goddamn. Fuck Earl Doobie.
He also admitted to jacking off to Freeze, which is a fictional Japanese cartoon about a bunch of super hyper-sexualized 17-year-olds.
God, that was quick. It hurts. Well, okay. Well, here's the thing. If it was promoting, like, if he became innocent of groping that lady, that to me was the least bad thing he did. Aside from the whole fact that it was 10 seconds on the police report, which is horrible, because that is physically making somebody, like, that's fucking insane to me. That they did it for oh wow. He did it for 10 seconds. God, he has such a punchable face. He has such a punchable face. But it's one of those, like, homie, no. You can't focus on the groping. The groping thing was the least bad thing he did. In my opinion, unless it's accurate, sorry. Oh, dude, absolutely. If you're, yeah, you know what? Your landlord? I'll go and pick a fight with your landlord. You can throw a fist at me first. It'll be fun. And educational for that piece of shit. Fuck. It's so... Every time when you hear this prick speak, it's so hard to just let him speak. You know what? I'm going to stop calling him a ham. I'm just going to say, let it. Because that would make him my gender, and he's a piece of shit. I don't want that.
Now, let's form the basis of having a rational medical argument. Who is correct here? This Google definition of or a licensed professional psychiatrist? I think the smart people in the room can answer that question. Here's the crux of everything, as my employee Carol, who is a woman in her early 20s, said right here. If the internet wishes to continue its crusade against pedophiles, a line in the sand needs to be drawn. Otherwise, every single man who has ever jacked off to suggestive Japanese cartoons is a pedophile.
Stop. What?
And I can personally guarantee you right now...
Sorry, I thought I stopped it right there. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? You jerk off the children, you're a fucking pedo. There's no other way around it. What the fuck are you talking about, you That's what you heard it come out of his fucking mouth. A mouth that needs a bat put right in it. All right. If I keep stopping it like this, this 3-hour video is going to be 7 hours. Fuck him. God,
At this very moment, there's a group of university or college students who are all grown men are sitting together in a dorm room, and they are all watching hentai anime and making inappropriate innuendo jokes about it.
All right, I'm just gonna keep going because there's nothing you can say about that that's gonna make it okay.
Trust me, Urban Dictionary is full of them. Heck, I'm pretty sure even Muaha from Some Ordinary Gamers has admitted he's jacked off to suggestive and sexual Sonic fan art.
He makes me want to hurt him so hard I hurt myself. I don't like this. I don't like this.
Let's also make one more reference. Saberspark's YouTube channel literally covers everything around adult-oriented sexual cartoons that also, signify stuff like freezing. So if you want to accuse me, go ahead and accuse Saberspark too. And all these men go on to live completely normal lives, like my friend Jordan, who has a wife and 2 daughters. So...
if Jordan knows you and he sees this video and he lets you see those daughters need to be taken from him. I am absolutely fucking losing my fucking mind over how stupid this motherfucker is. I don't know if I've even watched this all the way through beforehand. I hate him. I have such legit hate for this motherfucker. Such legit hate. Such legit hate. Oh my God, I hate him.
If Chris Hansen wants to go to war and incriminate the entire anime board on 4chan, then be my guest. Because, let's be clear here. Let's be rational. These hypersexualized 17-year-olds are not real. They are cartoons. They are fictional. On that basis of the argument being presented, the point being made here by the trolls is cartoons, whether fictional or not, should be treated on the basis of the same way as a real human or child. Now, if the Internet Pedophile Hunting Brigade wants to fight for the rights of cartoons to be treated the same as a real human being or child, then welcome to the Steven Universe fan base.
The next video is the one where Bowser feels like he has enough to finally call me out. He's had enough of my community going after him, and he uploaded this video called SmokeyMcCrack is a... Well, you know what he's going to say in this video.
And we are live indeed.
I am
welcome,
sorry.
A little bit of an exposure video on.
Thank you, not for being here for as long as you are. I hardly ever... Actually, this is my very first ever Enigma reacts to something. And it's this monstrosity. Well, it's not a monstrosity. It is this fucking leviathan of rancid shit spewed out from Earl, that one of the coolest homies in this community. Well, he's actually a figurehead of this community, has put together, and oh my god, yeah, he is. When people ask where is Enigma from, it's from Smokey. It's from Smokey. I wasn't a part of his Discord, but fuck me running. This is Smokey, man. You're a better man than I am, because you just let this shit play. Oh my god. I mean, reaction when I watch some asshole cooking show. Dude. In a lot of these communities, I don't feel that empowered. I'm right there with you, Fur. I'm right there with you. This is the most empowered I've ever felt in any community. I feel like I can't. If I had somebody like Earl Doobie, please don't, doing this, I'd probably left too. So, all right, let's keep going. Let's keep fucking going.
SmokeyMcCrack. To get started, let's start off with what happened yesterday. Yesterday, I made a little something towards Smokey.
Oh my god.
What's crazy is that since I revealed oh crap, hold on. Since I revealed
Oh man. I haven't noticed it with me being there, but I'm barely in the community. I just go in for mainly the streams and stuff. I have, in my opinion, I have very little, drama. I have one person that I probably should apologize to because I was drunk as shit and I flipped out a little bit. Didn't say anything and never gonna bring up the name. But I have. But for the most part, it's just been pretty chill. Well, no, it's an apology that I really would like to give, but I'm not going to bring it out. I'm not going to say anything because it's one of those, yeah, I fucked up, but, I'll own up to it, but nobody's seen it. Nobody has seen it. And I don't want to wind up trying to make a rift. Like, because it can make things awkward, and I don't want that. But it's all on my end, by the way. All on my end. I almost don't want to keep going because everything this motherfucker has to say hurts.
Since I revealed that Smokey McCrack is actually McCrack-alluding with Cyrax, Smokey then got Cyrax to give me a phone call because I was talking their cash flow. Isn't that interesting?
No!
You know the address that we were looking for? The address that we got? The address that well, at first I assumed it was Maggie who was calling me, but it wasn't. It wasn't Maggie. It was Cyrax who was calling me. Right there. Boop 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 boop.
Every boop, I want to hit him.
Dang. I better get a glass of water for this. I really better. Because, oh.
Yeah. By the way, homie, I enjoy you being here. Has helped me right now. You are my comfort blanket. So weird as that sounds. Let's keep going.
Dude almighty. This is just way too good to be true, isn't it? Way too good to be true.
Nothing with that face is too good to be anything.
But beyond that, though, beyond the fact that Smokey, you see that's the whole thing, right? Music Biz Marty targets Cyrax, makes him angry. Cyrax goes live, makes a stream about it, and then and then Smokey makes a video about it for infinite content farming, infinite money. You know, all three people working together. Even Smokey colluding with a like Cyrax in order to make money. Kind of interesting how that goes, huh? Kind of interesting, because this was the phone number that gave me a phone call yesterday, live on stream. This was also the same phone call that said they were gonna shoot up my house with blanks, I think, or something like that.
He said shoot up the house with fucking blanks. You can't shoot up anything with fucking blanks. All right, sorry.
This was the same phone call that said they were gonna, take a mop to my house and clean it. Oh my god, that's hilarious. It is. I wonder if people should start calling this phone number right now. Thanks, Cyrax, for leaking your phone number. Thank you so much, Cyrax, for leaking.
Not furry. Yes, 100%. Yes. Is this your first time watching this, by the way, Furry? Why am I calling you Furry? Not Fur. That's... I swear to God. Okay, great. So we are watching this together. Fucking... Oh, God. Just... Ugh. I like, it says 1 hour ago. By the way, it's 1 hour ago, an hour and a half ago. Appreciate it. Hopefully, we're getting some sanity from each other, though I don't think I'm giving much. Oh, man. Okay, I gotta read that. Jesus Christ. Still, there should be a lolcow fish tank where Andy Ditch chases Earl with a diaper. I actually had something about diapers and Andy Ditch being a modern hero for wearing diapers. But I don't think that works anymore. At least not yet. Maybe I could bring it back. Meanwhile, I'm going to read this kind of dramatically. Meanwhile, I'm dying of laughter of the idea of Andy chasing Earl like, Earl, look at the poop. Myself, Andrew. Andrew, get away from me! I don't know if I did that justice, but fuck it, let's keep going.
So, beyond that, so now that we've almost definitively established that Smokey McCrack is a complete fraud.
I put a lot of money into that fraud.
Look at this, dude! Don't block that.
Good.
That Smokey
Good.
blocked you.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Clip it.
It makes him look like he's hiding something.
Glad you enjoyed it. Clip it. Make it yours. Do what you want with it. I don't care. Hopefully it was fun.
I can't. The chat's gone, dude. Kind of mad right now. All you have to do is look up his Discord chat. Got you. See, I can be smart too. True. See, that's how I do it. Amazing, isn't it? Amazing. All I did was say I masturbated to anime titties. My God, the Mao.
That's not a Lamau. No. You
Yep,
do not.
Smokey is a grifter. Might even be colluding with the pedophile like Cyrax. Now that is a lol cow. Am I right?
I've talked to.
Let's go look at this screenshot.
I've been in a couple of. I've never actually talked to Smokey. I've chatted with him on Twitter. Of course, you can lie and do all that stuff. He's always been really cool. So I'm pretty sure from my experience, Smokey's a good dude. Could be wrong. In this regard, Smurl needs to quit. Yes, he does. Oh, fuck. I will at least read that second half of that. I'll even read it a little bit dramatically. Dude needs to get New Jack sicked on him again. Smiley face. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. No, I fuck. But for real, Smokey is every interaction that I've had with him, even if it's not with him because it's Twitter and I haven't heard his voice. Such a long time. Like last week, I heard it. But I haven't heard it this week, aside from this video. Nah, he's a good dude. I fuck with Smokey. No. No, I think Smokey's a good dude.
And tell me who the third man is, Chance Wilkins. Chance Wilkins is Rax's real name. Am I to believe these three guys are in a private server doing drugs and fucking with Cyrax just for YouTube money? Wait, what? No fucking way. I just got a chill down my spine. So it's just one big content farm then. Three guys working together all for money. MBM fucks the Cyrax. Cyrax puts on a show for views. Smokey makes a video about it. Rinse and repeat. Dun dun dun. You know, I got further proof too that you know, just scrolling all the way up. Scrolling all the way up, how Smokey's community even targeted Pete, who's a transgender. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Smokey's community openly targeted someone who's LGBT, and openly called for him to commit. I have evidence of that too.
Now, since this is a documentary, I'm not going to be cutting in at all. However, in this one moment, I feel like it is imperative to do so, since this Pete person will come to be known as Bowser's mortal enemy far down the line.
So once again, there are predators who prey on their own. It's amazing. It's amazing how they still have people, you know, on their side. I don't understand. All I said.
Sorry, I stepped away for a bit, a little bit of beer. Dude, I have no idea. I have no idea, man. Like, I usually did Discords within my own self, because usually when people find me in Discord, I'm just like, what the fuck? How did you do that? But yeah, we're gonna have to. We're gonna find that out together. If Pete is Cow Wrangler. By the way, Cow Wrangler is fucking amazing. Cow Wrangler is such a good dude. Such a good dude. I say that a lot about a lot of people, but when you're watching people in comparison to the White Bowser, it makes it so easy to be a good dude. Like, holy shit. You could just lay in a corner and die, and you'd be a better good dude. Then you'd be a better dude than fucking Bowser. That's a sad life. I don't want to keep going with that. Let's go.
All I said was I find anime titties attractive. That's all I freaking says. I find anime titties attractive, and yet you guys are actually in cahoots with a literal or someone who likes to associate themselves with a pedophile for money.
Cow Wrangler? Dude. Oh, fuck. You've seen the Jupiter, court hearing? Kind of, I guess, when it came... I'm going to say the Jupiter court when it came to having Kiwi, Smokey, Spooky, Nick, Wrangler, and fucking Jupiter. That was fucking amazing, man. That was one of my favorite things I've seen. Yeah, fuck, dude. It was awesome. Nick is more savage than he lets out. I just love it when that dude gets fucking savage. Because you never expect it. Such a docile dude. And then all of a sudden, just fucking, you're dead. It's great. I love it. God, dude. Fuck. This is going to be a long stream at this point. Let's go.
If I have to collect more evidence, I can and I shall. If I continue to be harassed, I can and I shall. My life is going great. I have a job right now. I have money. I am doing fan-fucking-tastic. But that's the craziest thing right now with
Homie. I'm gonna be pushing a lot of hours on this stream, because here in 2 hours I'll be up for 24 hours. I think.
My dude, this is insane. This is like a weird day opening. This is really. Weird.
But
this is like a homegrown American version of those Chinese streaming factories.
I'll be honest. I have streamed, I think, for almost 7 hours. I streamed for about 5 hours, I think, before this. And then I worked for 11. Dude, this is so much fun. Like, I'm just fucking around. This is amazing. Thank you, Fur. I'm just being honest. I don't care when I go to sleep. I said that on my last little bit of the stream, which was about 30 minutes ago. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
What? That's batshit insane, Earl. If you get the proof though, dang it. I'm gonna get something to drink.
Oh no!
I just woke up to do this video.
I don't think that's Cow Wrangler.
So, but that's the whole thing, though. You see, I have an inside agent.
I don't think that's Cow Wrangler.
MBM is sketchy as fuck. So, if I have to collect more evidence that, Smokey is colluding with Cyrax, and
oh, that's MF fucking Goon!
Well,
that's MF Goon! That is MF Goon!
Like Cyrax.
Yeah, MF Goon was fucking with him because he was doing some fucking stupid shit.
The anime nerd is being targeted. The anime fanboy.
Dude, I'm an anime fanboy. I just don't go after kids. Yeah, that's MF motherfucking Goon. I knew that. Yes.
Why am I being targeted? Why am I being targeted when Smokey could possibly be colluding with a legit? Maybe we should watch this video again.
How many children was Bowser talking to at that time?
Cyrax. And
let's just be honest here. Cyrax might have been talking to 1 or 2 children, which is absolutely abhorrent, and it is fucking degenerate and bullshit. Bowser could have been talking to a lot of fucking children. That motherfucker could have been talking to a lot of fucking children, and we know he did. fuck that motherfucker. Like, I'm saying this, not trying to be like edgy or anything. We know he talked to children at this point. We know he showed children fucking porn, what anime or not. He showed him this, and he's doing this. Is this motherfucker for real? Is he for fucking real? Please, everything in this, please clip. Please fucking clip. I don't care. Because I haven't said anything that is wrong. This fucking guy has been abusing children and trying to be like, well, I have no. He is grooming them, and grooming is abusing. I think everybody can agree on that. Because, yeah, it absolutely, oh my God. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going.
Got Silax to give me a phone call last night. Doesn't that mean that Smokey is a lolcow channel that is actually literally already a lolcow? Damn, that is some nice set of tits.
Smokey
so beyond that,
is
though,
not a lolcow.
Beyond that, though, Smokey, I want to hear from you at 3 p.m. today in your exclusive new Meet the Lolcows video. I wonder what this is going to be. Keep in mind, Smokey, if you make a video on me, then I'm going to report your YouTube channel. I am.
I think he's...
It, honestly. The whole thing...
I think he's going to make a video. At least one.
Here is that Smokey's YouTube channel is completely built on lies and fake content. Now, listen very closely. And if I am not left alone, if I am continuously preyed upon, then I'm just going to keep on coming out with more evidence to support.
I hate having to stop it as much as I do, but I feel it's almost imperative to do that because you are preying upon children, you sick fuck. Oh, fuck. Dude, it took me like a third read to understand what that meant. Oh my God. Well done. Fuck.
That Smokey McCrack is a complete fake and fraud. That he's a grifter.
I ain't reading that.
I'm not really afraid of anything that will happen to me, okay? Because I have a life. And you losers don't.
I was there before that.
You're just a bunch of drug addicts who don't know right from left or up from down.
Yes, I'm a drug addict.
So,
I'm an alcoholic.
let's get something straight while we're at it.
Not you.
I am not the
Yeah, you are.
Smokey is the one colluding with a...
No, he isn't. Those
Smokey and MBM and Silac.
Before we keep going, Smokey and Music Miss Marty, to my knowledge, don't really care for each other. I don't know anything more than that. That's all I pretty much get, is they're just pretty much like, you do you, I'll do me.
So the one colluding to make one giant massive content farm. And
all of this,
I've only smoked weed.
thanks to motherfucking Goon, isn't it? All of this.
That's you
Thanks
talking to
motherfucking Goon.
Goon. MF Goon is a fucking troll. No, I'm not insulting
I
MF
gotta
Goon.
trademark this.
I ain't insulting MF
And
Goon.
Behold the white.
I ain't
ball
ever gonna
inside
insult
the
MF
spoil
Goon.
and death followed with him.
MF Goon.
At the very end of that video there,
MF Goon has done some good shit, done some bad shit. I ain't saying shit, MF Goon. You keep gooning, homie. You keep gooning. Just do you. I don't want none.
Earl brings up how at the time I had a Meet the Lolcows video where I was going to talk about a new guy that I hadn't talked about on the channel before, and I had dropped it as a mystery, not letting people know who it was about. Well, I assume Bowser watched that video premiere with all the fear in his heart, thinking that it would be him, but it was actually my very first video on Daniel Larson. Now, here's the thing though, those videos I would upload like sporadically every few months. However, just 3 days later, another Meet the Lolcows was dropped just randomly because I had to do it because of another person's antics. I think you can assume who that one person was, but to get there, I do need to take a few steps back, and I know my storytelling is all out of place, ladies and gentlemen, but what else do you expect from a guy who doesn't write scripts and does these while incredibly baked? Throughout the month of January 2023, Bowser was making the videos that we just watched there. He was going off on people, calling me a predator, trying to get back at my community any way he could for all those people rightfully calling him a predator. And so at the beginning of the month, a YouTube user named JoJo's Woodshed decided to leave a comment under one of White Bowser's YouTube videos, in which they said, "Dear Strongbad, ever notice how creepy Homestar Runner has been acting? I think the King of Town should address this. P.S. Don't go to the movies with him anymore. Sincerely, Viklaus from Sweden." Now, any normal person reading that would probably just brush it off and go, okay, that's a reference to some TV show or something like that. But not Earl Doobie, not the White Bowser. He saw this comment, got right in his car, went to the movie theater that he had been fired from, and claimed that there was an explosive of some sort inside of the movie theater, and Earl felt that by going there and letting everyone know that he would be the one to put a stop to it and could look like the hero in that situation. Earl still to this day will claim that the trolls made him do it and put him in the mental hospital afterwards, because after he did this, he had a 2-week stay in a mental health facility, and Earl will consistently blame JoJo's Woodshed, will blame anyone from my community for doing that to him, despite him
King of Town is goat.
Somehow interpreting that comment as a call to go to that specific movie theater and to stop the apparent attack that was going to happen at this movie theater. Now, Earl went on to claim that even the people at the movie theater and the cops all were on his side because, as this story will go on, you'll notice that everybody is on Earl's side when you can't ask them for their own opinion, you know? We had no way to get in touch with his co-workers or the police, and nobody was even trying to because no one wanted to bring them into this. However, about a year after all this took place, a Freedom of Information Act request was filed, and we now have the actual, the documents from the police officer who was there that day and what Earl's manager said and everything like that. And I was going to wait till later to read this, but I think there's no better time than to show you what actually happened that day and how Earl did not come off looking like the hero that he so desperately wanted to be. So the report starts by saying that the officer was dispatched to Imagine Movie Theater for a threat CFS. Dispatched advised a white male, Earl David Doobie, went into Imagine Theater and told...
Even the wrong controller. Even though it's 3 a.m., I'm tempted. What? Are you... Okay. Are you talking about Game Grumps compilations? Because I'll be honest with you. Oh, soups. Soups. Oh, shit. You can do that right now? So, I would recommend more doing like a Patreon or something like that because I don't think anybody. Nah. I'm drunk as fuck. I've been up for 20 something, almost something hours. And I am filled with visceral rage at Dwight Bowser here. And I look at Imagine Theater, and I'm thinking, did this motherfucker put my name in his mouth? I'm Enigma Theater, motherfucker. You can take out a few letters, get Enigma Theater. I'ma beat your fucking ass. I'm an anagram for Imagine. No, by the way, no. I've been on this thing since before it was even there. No, I am not an anagram. I am not an anagram. Do not mistake me for an anagram. Not an anagram. I'm just playing, man. I don't fucking care. Fucking spell whatever you got out of my name. I just... Alright, well, fuck it. Let's go.
Staff, he believed the theater was under threat of attack due to a YouTube comment on his channel. Upon arrival, the officer spoke with the senior manager of Imagine Theater in the lobby of the complex. The deputy arrived on the scene to assist. The manager advised there was no threat to the movie theater at the time, and he also advised that Earl was a past employee who had been terminated over a year ago due to inappropriate behavior with a female employee in which Earl allegedly groped her. The manager explained that Earl approached the manager and several other staff of Imagine Theater and said the theater could get possibly shot up or bombed, and he had a YouTube comment which he referenced. The manager then informed the officer that the YouTube comment did not even mention Imagine Theater and was a reference to an early 2000s animated TV show, Homestar Runner, in which a character, King of Town, is referenced. The manager further explained that after Earl was terminated, he continued to send letters to both Imagine Theater and the employee that he groped. The manager identified this girl as the employee that Earl inappropriately touched in the past. The manager believed Earl's statements and the visit to the movie theater was a direct ploy to get attention from the girl he groped. The manager advised that Earl suffers from autism and bipolar disorder and can go into a manic state of mind. The manager asked Earl be formally trespassed due to prior behavior and the incident tonight. An interview with Earl now, they said that they spoke with Earl, who appeared to be in a panicked and a paranoid state of mind. Earl said he had evidence the theater was going to be attacked. I asked Earl to show me the evidence, to which he showed me a comment on his YouTube channel. The post was shared by quote-unquote JoJo's Woodshed. Ever noticed how creepy Homestar Runner has been acting? I think the King of Town should address this. P.S. Don't go to the movie theaters with him anymore. Sincerely, Viklaus from Sweden. So again, Earl turned this harmless YouTube comment into a terrifying day for everyone who worked at that movie theater, completely wasted the police's time, which he's known to do, and then got put in a mental institution for 2 weeks. And when he got out, he was not happy. He was accusing us again of being the ones to put him in there, saying that everyone calling him a predator was not justified in doing so. So the days went on in the month of January once Bowser got home, and then he was given that previously mentioned information that myself, Music Biz Marty, and Cyrax were all working together. He dropped that video calling me a predator supporter, and then claimed that if I made a video on him, that I would be taken down. Bowser would report it, no matter what. And it's really funny that he says that, considering that even before all this came out, and he didn't even know what I was going to talk about or put in the video, he was so willing to use YouTube's automated systems to try to get any type of criticism about him off of there. And that's something we may have to worry about with this video today, because I guarantee you White Bowser is going to be flagging this, trying to get it taken down in any way he can, and he just may. So if this does get taken down, we'll have it backed up over on Rumble, and if you want to re-upload this on your own channel, go ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Just get the word about Earl Doobie out there.
Did you just hold on? I don't know what I'm pausing. So what? Fuck. And Smokey just said, "Fuck it, my content." Fuck, I'm so tired. But not tired enough to keep exploring. The White Bowser. Let's go.
A few days after that last video we watched was made, I then ended up making a video called Meet the Lolcows, the White Bowser. And Bowser was not too happy about this, especially being labeled a lolcow by a YouTuber who he used to watch. Now, the thing about all this is that Bowser is still a man of his word. He did go out there, and he did report this video. Now, it didn't go down, and that made Bowser even more upset, because he believed that everything we said in this video was slander. Now, for the most part, the entire video is really covering a lot of the stuff we covered in Chapter 1 of this documentary. But then at the very end, I bring up the fact that somebody from my Discord had posed as a 17-year-old, went into Bowser's server, and even let them know that they were 17, but Bowser just simply didn't want to do nothing about it. As a matter of fact, Bowser wanted that person to keep it under wraps so he wouldn't get in trouble for it. So I'll show that part.
Remember that.
Was not aware that people were in his Discord.
Remember that.
And a bunch of people found this guy out after all this shit kept happening. Like I said, we have 1,000 members in our Discord now. The word got around pretty fast in there. And one of the people who went in there, I'm going to keep their identity private because Bowser doesn't even know who this is. But they joined and told Bowser that they were 17 years old. And Bowser's first thing to ask for was their ID. Now, why did he ask for this after hearing that they were 17 years old? I don't know. But let's get into the conversation now, because there are screenshots of this. Screenshots that I know the White Bowser does not want people to see. But let's look at it. Bowser says, "So if you can confirm with me with a picture of state ID, then we can proceed. Because if the psychopaths suspect that you are below 18, then they will ride with that even though I am not a pedophile." Yeah, all that matters to him is how these psychopaths and all see him, and so they can't bother him anymore. Doesn't matter if this girl's below 18, he just needs to have proof so that they don't go after him more. But as you're coming to find out, this person tells him that no, you're not 18. That doesn't stop Bowser from continuing this conversation. The person tells Bowser, if you have my docs, what if they hack it for me? Basically saying, Bowser, if I send you my ID and you get hacked, what if I lose all my shit too? Isn't asking for it risking them going after me too? Because Bowser was telling the trolls, bring it on, and all this shit. Also, we're not ERPing or doing anything besides talking. You talking to a minor isn't pedophilia. If they run with the pedophilia allegations over just talking to a minor, they may be guilty of libel. And Bowser, after hearing that was enough for Bowser. Bowser says, that is technically true. Fine, don't show me your ID, just literally tell me your age. And so this person told them. And Bowser responded, alright then, do me a favor, never type out you are 17 anywhere when you mention me on the internet. And the person says, got it. So Bowser's cool with having these kids in his community. Just don't tell anyone about it, you know? You don't want anyone to know you're talking to these 17-year-olds, but you doing it in private, that's your personal business. Why should anyone know about it? Fuck this guy, dude. This was really the first instance of people seeing minors and Bowser being creepy with them in his own Discord server. It would not be the last, though, as we would come to find out that he had an entirely different private Discord server. It was one of the most heinous things we had ever seen. But another extremely heinous thing that people had found out about Bowser at the time was that he made a post on Reddit called The Day My Life Turned Into an Anime, in which he describes the day he groped his victim and tries to make himself sound like the hero. I feel like I've mentioned this before, but it's really, really disturbing to read because he tries to make himself sound like the victim, tries to make it sound like he had no idea what happened, and even admits at one point that every woman at that movie theater he worked at felt creeped out by him. And so now to continue this story, I feel like I have to read you this entire Reddit post. So here
bad.
we go.
It's so bad.
This is the story of a man who flew too close
And
to
I
the
knew
sun.
it was going to be
Some
bad.
background on me. I'm highly religious and was raised to believe in Jesus Christ,
But
God,
I
and
need
forgiveness, and all the love.
to go
Naturally,
out
always
for
going
this.
to church on the weekends and praying for all those weaker and poorer than me made me feel like I was secure in my life. And also, I was
Oh
a man
my
who
God!
absolutely adored the idea of making movies.
I got
So
2
much
hours
so
left.
that when the opportunity came that I got a job at a movie theater, I thought I had hit the lottery. You know that expression, the American dream, where if you love what you're doing, you'll never work a day in your life? That was me. Every hour of every day of every minute, I put on my uniform and went to the movie theater. Sure, the job only paid $12 an hour, but do you think I cared when I was so happy? You might think, how can you go to church on Saturdays and work at a movie theater? Aren't Saturdays the busiest day of the week for a movie theater? Isn't that illegal? But my boss didn't care. He let me do it. I was also, quite honestly, the greatest at my job. There was this one time where I served 400 people popcorn in the span of 4 hours. You might be wondering how I know that. Well, I looked at the computer screen and it said there were 400 admits in the past 4 hours. I was a machine. Naturally, I started to make many friends at the movie theater and got the habit of never wanting to leave. Even when my shift was over and I had to clock out, I would stay a while and mingle with my coworkers and then go see a movie for free with free popcorn and free drinks. One of my coworkers was once quoted as saying, "Dude, go home." But that's the problem. I really found my second home working at the movie theater. It was actually kind of funny because as I worked at the movie theater more and more, a piece of my vocabulary started to vanish. I literally forgot how to use foul language. There was never a moment where I swore at anyone or anything while I was
You are 100% right. That's his quickie. That's his quickie.
working, no matter how mad a customer was at me or how cruel my situation was, to the point where, when I finally did swear, my boss looked over and said, "I don't ever think I've heard you swear." Even the common customers knew me. There was this one time where after lockdown, where I was
There's
behind the
none of
counter
this
serving
that can be
popcorn,
true.
and two guys came up. One of them had a smile
None of them
from ear to
this
ear.
can be true.
I looked over and saw he was wearing a jersey with one of my favorite sports teams on it. And it was like instantly that dude had not seen me for a year, didn't know if I was alive, and yet still came back to the movie theater to wear that shirt just to make my day. And yes, I
For
served some
fucking
It
popcorn?
was like I had an identity now.
For
A
fucking
man who worked
popcorn.
at
The
movie
answer is
theater,
no.
was friends with everyone and always served everyone popcorn. So you guys get it now. I was the spirit of the workplace, the man who found heaven on earth, and I was about to lose it all without having any memory
I think
of what
that's
happened.
more
One day,
directed towards me. Good. I do not understand that completely. Fur? What? Let's keep going. I might miss something.
I was working behind the popcorn counter and was called over by my boss for a nightly team meeting. This wasn't anything out of the ordinary. He always did it to make sure everyone knew what jobs everyone had to get done so everyone could work together and go home quicker. So I walked over there, and so did all of my coworkers. My boss talked to everyone and asked everyone what jobs were left for the day and how to work together to get everything done faster. At the end of the speech, one of my best friends at the movie theater, who I absolutely had a man crush on, even though I was straight, put his hand in the middle of the crowd. Now, he always did this, and everyone was expected to do the same, like a sort of Power Rangers-esque
yes.
fashion, and everyone would shout,
Yeah,
"Go movie theater."
I get you.
However, one girl
Yeah.
in the group did not want to do it, and she began walking away before everyone had a chance to put their hands in the middle. Not knowing what was going on in her head or why, as she was walking away, I instinctively swung my arm around and grabbed her shoulder from the back. What happened next, to this day, I still have no memory of because it happened so darn fast. She turned around faster than lightning and said, "You better hustle." And yes, I'm not even sure that's what she said because I don't remember. Also, when she turned around at breakneck speed, my hand moved from grabbing the back of her shoulder to the front of her chest. And yes, this all happened within the span of 5 seconds. When she stormed off, I was just standing in shock with all of my coworkers behind me. And they were all looking at me, and all I could say was, I should not have done that. The rest of the night...
Earl, I hope your mom, looking down at you from heaven, I don't care if she's dead. I know she's not. Is she dead? That doesn't fucking matter. Is she? Is it like the Cyrex thing? Doesn't matter. Anybody in your heritage, your ancestry, would say, Earl, we beg of you not to wake up tomorrow. Just don't. It's not worth it. Let's keep going. God, I hate
night
this.
went off very awkwardly. I started cleaning my station, and I couldn't find the girl I touched anywhere. A few minutes later, my boss told me to go home. I drove home in my head, saying, what just happened? What did I just do? The next day, I walked into work, not expecting anything to go wrong. That's when my manager walked up to me and told me to follow him into his office. He told me what happened last night, how everyone saw it, even though I had no recollection of it. I was so shocked and ashamed that I couldn't deal with it. I just said, I can't. I took off my gloves, threw them in the trash, clocked out, and drove home. This was the end of heaven on earth for me. It was really hard working at the movie theater after that. I did not have the courage to walk up to the woman I had assaulted and apologize. My boss said he was going to do an investigation if in fact other women in the movie theater felt I had wronged them in the same way. I said okay and really wasn't afraid he'd find anything. All the women there liked me. I had never received a complaint or notice about my work ethic, and do you really think if I loved my job this much that I would show emotion that I hated it? 2 weeks later, I was called back into his office. He said he interviewed all the girls at the movie theater and said most of them felt uncomfortable about how I treated them and how I spoke to them. I was shocked again. By now, you can probably guess I'm autistic, but I don't think that should excuse the fact that if a man is making you feel uncomfortable, then tell him. Otherwise, how does he know if you feel that way? He's trying to make it sound like it's the woman's fault that he made them feel uncomfortable. If you're smiling at him all the time and at everything he says and does, how can he expect to know you're crying inside when he's smiling back at you? At this point, I felt betrayed. All the friends I made at the movie theater, all the memories I had, and because of one simple...
I get where he's coming from, but when I talk about people not saying they got a problem and stuff like that, I get it.
accident
Let's
I had
just
no
keep
memory
fucking
of doing,
going.
they now hated me. I felt cheated. After my boss visibly expressed his rage towards me, I signed the write-up papers and returned to my spot at the popcorn counter.
I had my head down for about 20-something minutes because I just could not fucking believe what was going on. What the fuck this guy was saying. Thank you for articulating it. I'm sorry that I paused it because goddamn that means it's going to keep going.
Of course, you can imagine it felt like there was a bowling ball in my stomach, the kind of feeling you get when you know you're in hell and you gotta get out. So I served a few customers popcorn and told my coworker I was going to take a 30-minute break. This should have already been a red flag because I never do that, but my coworker said okay and took my spot. And I walked to the back room, clocked out, took off my uniform, threw it on the table, and walked out without saying a word or looking at anyone. And yeah, I drove home crying. I mean, it also didn't help my house was 2 miles away from the job, but I digress.
Why the
3
fuck
weeks
are you
later, I
driving?
returned back to the movie theater just to say hi to all my friends. I knew I couldn't ask for my job back, and I didn't even want to, even though some of my coworkers literally said, "You can still work here," to which my manager said no. I know he was mad at me, but I didn't care. So I mingled at the movie theater, watched some sports, ate some food, which I happily paid for, and returned home. It was odd, because for the 3 hours I was at the movie theater, I was looking around and never saw the girl who I touched inappropriately. A week later, I returned to the movie theater to see a movie, but when I arrived, my manager pulled me aside. He wasn't acting angry with me anymore, and he said I wasn't in trouble. He told me that everyone knows it was an accident, but because of what happened, I traumatized this girl, and I was no longer allowed to linger at the movie theater anymore, just watch a movie and leave, and I said okay. So yeah, I was cheated and I traumatized someone. How does this happen? After the movie was over, I literally ran out of the theater. I didn't want to be seen by anyone. I drove home and just lied on my bed. I always believed in forgiveness, but for the first time in my life, I could not forgive myself for what happened. My last act was I texted the movie theater management's cell phone because I was given the number and said, I was told I can no longer linger at the movie theater, even if it's to say hi to old friends. I was also told that because of the accident that happened with the girl that I now gave her PTSD, if this is the case, you will no longer see me come to the movie theater as a customer. This will be my final message to all the friends I made. If forgiveness and reconciliation cannot be facilitated between this situation, then I would rather go to a different movie theater. I cannot go to a place where I know I ruined someone's life and mental well-being. Please do not reply to this message. Just take it knowing that I need to move on if I am going to improve myself and become a better person. Thank you and goodbye. It was pretty hard dealing with the aftermath. I still have not seen this girl since. I want to apologize to her formally and in person. And yes, she has a boyfriend who I would happily get beaten up by if I could just say I'm sorry. I have a new job now. And in hindsight, I guess I should have known that no job lasts forever. All good things come to an end. The last job I quit because I was miserable, and the next job I quit because I made someone else miserable. And if misery exists in a job, it's time to find a new job. This was just one of the many horrible things people had found in Bowser's past, how he would make these situations so much about himself and act like he didn't even remember it, all to try to push any blame off himself and any responsibility, because if he can say that he didn't remember it happened, well then he should be cleared of it, right? But that's not how it works. However, Bowser wants that to be the way it works. Bowser was really, again, not happy with the situation, so he wanted to talk to some of the trolls and call them out face to face. And one night he got the opportunity, because my friend Kiwi Tapes was streaming, and it was one of his, first streams. Kiwi had just started his channel a few months prior, and he had noticed that Bowser was streaming over on Bowser's channel. So Kiwi invited him over and they had a discussion about everything that had gone on. And it was a pretty funny stream with Bowser saying a lot of wacky shit and a lot of the guys just calling him out for how crazy he was. And even after this, somehow Bowser thought that, hey, me and this Kiwi guy are going to be good friends. And so because Bowser saw that Kiwi had an up-and-coming channel that was already infinitely bigger than his, well, Bowser decided, I'm going to start a podcast with this guy. And so Kiwi just, even though he knew how much of a piece of shit Bowser was, just to trick him and see what this guy would say, he agreed to it. And then the next week would be the first episode of Bowser's podcast, 110 Autism. Now, Bowser came up with that name himself. He told Kiwi that it would be a good one. And the following week, they went live on Kiwi's channel where Bowser was going to answer questions from the community. And it broke down pretty fast. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is the beginning of the 110 Autism podcast. A podcast that only spanned a few episodes, but in that time managed to be everything Bowser did not want on the internet. All of his bad, bullshit he had done in the past got brought back up. We saw Bowser get ripped to shreds verbally by tons of different people on the calls, and it was just a disaster for the guy because he had to face the reality of basically everything he had done. And so over the next hour or so, we're going to go through all these episodes, and by God, if you've never seen...
You know what? As much as I want to sit here and go over all of this, let's keep going.
Well, then you're in for a bit of a ride. Because in these podcasts, Bowser makes himself out to be just the kind of piece of shit that everyone expected him to be, and so many of the skeletons in his closet get brought up right to him, such as him making a post on Reddit called The Day My Life Turned Into an Anime, in which he goes into the...
You know what? I have an hour, and I just keep stopping it. I think it's time to be done for the night. Actually, I know it is. Considering it's now day. Fuck. Yeah, as much as I don't want to keep going. Well, sorry. As much as I want to keep going. It's been fucking fun as fuck. I loved having you here. When I finish this, I would love to have you there for it. Fuck. I am now being narcissistic. But I'm going to be a little bit narcissistic with this. I'd keep streaming it, but I'd pass the fuck out. Don't want to do you or Kiwi, or... I don't want to do you, Smokey, Kiwi, anybody that disservice. Even though it's not necessarily a disservice, it's just me passing the fuck out. But either way, thank you for hanging out. Thank you, Smokey, for making it. Thank you, Kiwi, for just being Kiwi. I'm out. I'm done.